Hello, Internet. What's happening? It's the GM Podcast. I'm Aaron. We've got Chugs and Gravity here. We have no idea where Dark went. He fell back in the void, I guess. Say hi, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
At least one of you got the assignment.
And whichever
So,
one it was depends on your interpretation.
exactly. Welcome to the GM Podcast. We get together and we talk about the tabletop games for the past month. Um, we would normally start in order, but again, we have no idea where the hell Dark went. So we're gonna go ahead and mosey on right on over to Pathfinder, where we've been giving Gravity a migraine for since the game
A
started.
while now.
Let's get real about it. The minute he realized
Yeah.
that he made a mistake by letting me play Sid, it was done.
Well, you're not wrong there, but yes, everybody. Buddy, it's I, Gravity, the GM of the Gauntlet Chronicles game, and last session was an interesting one, as it's one of the few my terrible luck decided not to completely show up, at least to a point. Party initially continued exploring the floor they were on with a couple of fights. Valadar finally got to show off Fireball, and Antris one-on-one with an undead Kang. Not not the player, another Kang.
He didn't last long.
Longer than I expected.
He
Party
felt the
also
wrath of God all
Often imitated,
across
never
his
duplicated.
face.
anyway. Wait, yeah. Afterwards, the party handled another ghost. Ghost nearly completed the floor except for one room, and now have plans to go back to town to sell some stuff. And Antris is gonna get reworked for another time because, god damn it, Paizo.
It's not their fault. Well, no, wait, it is their fault that they fucked up the first time, fucked up the second time, fucked up the third time, and now they're getting it together.
No, 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 no. Pathfinder one was not a fuck up. It was an overcomplication to a system over a few years. Second edition wasn't a fuck up. That was more Wizards of the Coast fucking up. That was not their Paizo's fucking up. And the current stuff is more them just adding more madness to it. Because
Yep.
Paizo, between point A and B of things, have leaked another book that has given Antris more feed options. And I'm slowly losing my mind because of it. Uh,
It's
but yeah.
okay. You never have to deal with this version of Antris after Gauntlet.
Yeah, then I gotta deal with you having him as an undead, having him as a summons.
And
Well, and magic, but that's always a mix.
Thaumaturge for
Mixed
weak.
bag.
Thaumaturge to find the weakness. Antris hit it hard.
I'll bring that up later. But yeah, between points A and B, Paizo released another book. This book being mostly about face stuff, and well, it does affect two characters because technically there's now new spells that Jingles can take.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah. Again, oh poor Valadar, always left in the back. Although yet again, this session was the first time I've done something to Valadar. Hit him.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say he's gone untouched the whole game, and then last session he fireballed.
He got fireballed and then smacked up by a tree. By a living piece of wood.
Yep.
But yeah. And it's only gonna get worse for me as we go because yeah. Well, I get more monsters. You guys are getting more powerful. Well, with the number of striking weapons that have been dropped on this party at this point.
Yeah, you kind of handed
That's not
us
even my
toys.
that's not even my fault. The module just gives them to you anyway. Cue the
I was
random room that just has a +1 striking pick in it.
dope. I'm looking forward to my +3 Warhammer of Destruction.
Well, you need to find a destruction room for that anyway. Hopefully next session. Hopefully next session after the party restocks and sells some stuff, we'll be able to get further in this dungeon because it's slowly not becoming a challenge because of all of your gear sets. Also, Fireball, because always Fireball and Fireball.
I feel like this is the point of the campaign where you start adjusting everything up a level just to compensate for the fact that we're kind of geared a level over.
Well, you're not geared a level over. You just have currently it's one really powerful item and some actually smart builds.
Facts, though.
Builds again.
Facts.
Yeah, again, Vault is supposed to be this introduction module. It's basically there to teach you how to play and get mechanics introduced.
Right.
And you guys aren't really beginners. You three of four of you are veterans from an older, basically, Pathfinder 000.1. One
I'm about
being
to.
these are third edition devs.
I was about to say, sir, I was playing Pathfinder before it was Pathfinder, back when it was called 3.5. You know, the greatest edition of D&D ever released.
Eh,
Don't you fucking argue with me.
Yeah, I think that's debatable.
I'll kick your ass too. I don't give a damn. Y'all don't talk bad about 3.5.
well, at least look, we can all at least say it's better than whatever the hell 2020 is becoming out to be. 2024 is becoming out to be because I have not heard good things about Valiant Future books.
Yeah.
That's about how I feel.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
So, stay tuned for Act 3 of Everybody Loves Kragan when we revert back to 3rd edition because it's just easier than doing what the fuck we're doing right now.
Or we could just, swap completely over to Pathfinder. What's left, what's right.
Right.
I mean, it fit. You all could do crazy shit still. Chugs wouldn't change much.
Everybody
None of your
gets
characters would
the
actually
mythic option.
We could
Everybody
send
gets
it. We could send it
archetype.
far into the. We could send it far into the future and do Shadowrun.
I've read Modern
Okay.
Shadowrun.
Okay, kids, I'm gonna need y'all to stay out of Act 6 plans, okay?
Anyway, but yeah.
We're not even talking about Citadel.
Sorry, but my brain just lit up there. That word has different meanings for me lately. I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, for the future of Pathfinder, I know you guys are going to do really well on the next couple of floors. There are some things I'm waiting for to see, and some things did happen in town that we'll have to deal with when we get there. There might have been a reason Lynn couldn't show up when you called her.
I have a response to that. Hold on. Yeah, because she's a selfish bitch.
What was that?
Let's go!
As a fight starts happening off screen.
Yep.
Anyway.
So...
And I'm also hoping new books are going to throw things too out of whack. Because they have confirmed that they are at least redoing some of the older books. Some of the books that came out before the remaster. More specifically, we know a remake of Guns and Gears and Secrets of Magic is happening.
Wait a minute.
So, Gunslinger...
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that they could end up doing ROE?
No, that's the one they've confirmed they're not doing. So,
bastards!
The only reason... Why do you care? Sid's already busted. What's the walking nuclear generator of a character?
I just want more boomstick.
Let's play a gunslinger. Slinger and get an
Nah.
actual boomstick.
Nah, I like being the boomstick.
Anyway, yeah, unless more books come out to continue to drive me up a wall, well, things shouldn't change too much. Although, yet again, Divine Mysteries didn't really do that. It just gave Antros back things that he could have taken and got reworded to actually be useful. Looks at their orders.
So, in terms of placement in the campaign, where exactly are we falling at this point?
You have official. You are slightly past the halfway point now, and are getting
Okay.
closer to the end. And
Okay.
like I've said before, you guys have cleared through. Out of the four floors you technically already explained, you've cleared through nearly four of them, nearly all of them, with only a small part of floor 2 that you guys haven't really explored yet, and additionally the one room you guys have left.
Right. Okay.
And some of the floor and again some of the floors have ranges in size. Like I think like the next floor is actually kind of small to act as sort of a breather before a bigger one if I remember correctly. Like, and I have full belief that you guys won't kill each other beforehand. Looks at Valadar with Fireball.
You're worried about Fireball. Meanwhile,
I'm
Sid's just gonna freeze everyone to death.
Does she mean burn everyone to death? Because you're fire. Who am I kidding? Sid's Sid at this point. We don't know what he's gonna do.
In case you haven't
You
figured
know
it
he would.
out, I will tell you what Sid is.
The
Sid
problem.
is the Avatar, master of all elements, yes?
You've got 3 out of the wait, fire, water, metal. You said you're not taking wood because wood is meh.
Indeed. Wood for poopy poop.
Wood's for people
Sid,
who
we
want to play
talked
football.
about this. You can't say that in public.
Mm.
Also, hi, Dark.
Hello.
Greetings, Starkheart.
Welcome.
You haven't missed much. Much by me
Back in
talking
the
about
box.
Pathfinder.
So, what did I miss?
Just the Pathfinder stuff.
Sid getting out of his cage. He's not doing just fine now.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, catch me up real quick.
Just talking about the floor plans for next session. You guys initially plans to upgrade things. How quickly I imagine the next couple of floors might go, depending on things, and plans for the future. Also, Antris, and I'm gonna let anybody who wants to rework themselves because new stuff has been coming out to do that. Because there's always new stuff, and I know people might want to change their builds when new things come out. For all I know, Jingles might want to turn into a Time Wolf. Because that is a thing. That's valid. But yeah. Yeah.
That's no problem. By the way, Gravity, just so I let you know, I have.
Oh.
I couldn't say that I had a bunch of these, but I have at least 2 tiny ball bearings that have been upgraded.
You you have to roll Arcana and have somebody. Yeah, it's gonna be probably. Who am I kidding? It's gonna be freaking Jingles probably. To roll the casting meter for them.
Hmm.
We'll deal with that next session as I get ready to drink.
I just need to.
Sid make materials for all friends, yes?
I said get back in the box!
Anyway, we were moving on.
Yeah. So, which one are we moving to?
Well, now that we've gone over Pathfinder, we're gonna go ahead and shoot far into the future to the time of the Red and Chug's domain over Better Off Red. So,
Well,
Chugs, what happened?
what didn't happen?
yeah,
I mean,
Gravity roll a
la-
good roll.
even as like even as the GM, the entire last session kind of had me like sitting on the edge of my seat, wondering like how you guys are gonna handle all of this shit. And Gravity ended up getting saved by the audience.
Thank
Yep.
you.
He
Speaking
spent
of,
he spent the entire session just trying to keep Orca alive. And then his dice just decided they wanted her to die. But luckily, one of our players remembered that the audience had gifted the party with the gift of knowledge. So, on that reroll, your luck seemed to turn around.
And then it didn't because Mikhail showed up.
Well, you know, whenever you get to change the outcome of major events like that, you know that there's going to be some kind of a consequence.
Yep.
I mean, I agree, but
you can't make
I
a
was
time omelet without breaking a few of those eggs.
Oh, what's that?
I
Time
agree.
impassable.
Eh,
Yeah,
eh,
yeah, yeah.
eh.
That's exactly how it goes.
Pretty much. We saw the most epic dice roll in this campaign. Rook rolled a 34 to throw a grenade down through the windshield of a turret truck.
And just
That's
call it what
the
it is. He fireballed that bitch. That's all Dark
Nah, it
did
was
this
better
month.
than that.
What that's all Dark did this month was cast fireball in every game.
Was it every game?
No, in D&D he didn't, but we'll get to that when we talk about D&D.
We got pretty fucking close. Who are you kidding?
No, he straight up tried to murder me, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yep. Back over to Chugs.
so there was that. We seem to have found our dear vagrants hideout in the combat zone where Crash happened to pick up, and I'm going to clarify this now. That sniper rifle he picked up is not the cranial imploder. That sniper rifle is not the cranial imploder. I don't.
This is backup.
The vagrant is off doing his own thing, and he definitely has his weapon and his dog with him. But that being said, Crash found out the hard way that Kai is somebody that Rook cares about very dearly.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Crash was just doing his job.
Which reminds me, I didn't get to send you this message, but I wanted to make sure. I was like, hey, no hard feelings. And I was not going to kill your character right there. I think that would have sucked. But
No, but
ooh.
okay.
I was like, why don't we just zero? Rook just turns around. Because
And
Fox is telling me.
you popped back into chat right as he said that too. That was the funniest part of the whole thing.
I just turn around like, Fox, flip a coin. Okay.
We started off I forgot to mention, we started off the entire episode with an up close view of what has become of the warehouse. And needless to say, while Afterthought doesn't know a thing about it, the player behind Afterthought is a little
Seething.
miffed.
Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. What was that?
Talking about the warehouse.
Yep. We're not
Yeah.
talking about what y'all did there.
Somebody's
Anyway.
still a little bit salty. But yeah, there's that. Kay hired some new security. The Ocean Group Starvation Squad.
Yep. For legal reasons. That's what we have to refer to it as. But we all know who it really is.
I mean, it's a kind of a dead giveaway. Which, by the way, I gotta give Tej all the credit for that. That was her idea.
Oh, it's great.
For having Carl as her driver, and then the other three coming in as security.
Yeah, man. It's some bullshit. I don't think you
It was
understand.
it was such a strange experience that it caused the boss's brain to break for a second. And needless to say, Carl is not very happy about who's been hired for security.
That is one of the funniest things in Cyberpunk right now to me. I cannot keep it together every time they show up.
Now, needless to say, like you're probably not going to see like a ton of them. They're not going to eat up a lot of the game, but it's nice to have the comic relief there every once in a while.
Yeah.
But as for things coming up for Cyberpunk, well, we've still got. I'm sure by next session, Afterthought will have made it down to the final floor of the architecture, and we'll see what's going on with him and that AI, and how he decides to deal with the fact that he's seeing his dead lover appear in front of his face in the net architecture.
Oh, the
Seems
guilt
to
be
be-
real, bro. The guilt be real.
By the way, that is the most metal thing in the world. That's great.
We've got Fox sneaking off to go meet with whoever sent him that text message.
We all know who it is, and he's an idiot.
Yeah, it's the biggest screaming of "it's a trap."
Right?
Spoilers.
But he's a Yeah.
Spoilers.
We still got to see how Crash and Rook handle the whole Kai situation, considering that he's still got that tracker on him.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe our tech can figure out a solution.
Well, hopefully it's that, not whatever Rook was gonna try and do.
I'm afraid on that now.
Yeah.
The actual
You could.
irony is Sight has a solid suggestion, but I can't say it because it would be metagaming.
Yeah. Shut your mouth. You're not there.
Yeah, no, that's since literally it happened. I've been sitting here going.
I think that's the biggest consequence of splitting the party. Really, it has nothing to do with game mechanics or like giving the players enough time, because all of y'all seem to be like having fun with the amount of time given. I think more so than anything is y'all watching each other's characters in situations that you're not directly involved in, and you feel like you know the answer, but you can't say shit.
Yep.
True.
That's the worst
I-
part.
You're not
100%.
I felt it when the warehouse was gonna have that EMP thing going off, and I'm off somewhere else and sights at the warehouse, and I'm like, God, I wish I was there. I could do this. I built my character to do this. Oh.
Yeah, it's always funny when the things that your characters specialize in happen when you're not around.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's not like my specialization don't fucking work in general. Oh, this month in my dice.
Oh man, it's been the past 2 months in your dice
Oh no,
because
like,
you didn't do very well in the warehouse either.
Nope.
yeah, no,
Nope.
no. It's just my dice hate me lately. Like the only thing they've given me is I've hit Valadar in the Pathfinder game, and that's it. Because I
Finally.
can never hit him for some reason.
It's been okay. Everyone sitting in chat. It has literally been maybe like 6-7 sessions. So it accounts to like 6 months of Valadar never getting touched. Everyone getting war weary and Valadar's in the corner just sharpening his sword. I don't see why y'all having trouble. This is a breeze.
By the way, yes, that's also because you're, I think, like the most dexterous character at the moment.
Yup.
Okay. Thanks. Anyway,
I'm dexterous and I know how to get in and out of a fight by, being what I'm made to do. I'm a striker. I jump in and clean up and then jump back out.
but distraction aside, yeah, and then but you, my dice tried to kill me by letting Orca die because let's continue to play with the walking death flag that it is a Rook.
Yeah, that I went
My
back
dice.
and I rewatched that episode, and after Orca died, there was this prolonged silence in the chat that everybody's anal cavity just kind of puckered up for a second, like, oh shit, Rook's gonna TPK the whole party.
He's not gonna TPK the party. He's gonna wipe Splatter off of existence.
He's gonna
make Splatter into his namesake.
There's gonna be a significant portion of Night City that just does not survive his rampage.
No, it wouldn't. If you think I was scary just trying to get Kai, if Rook just goes scorched earth policy, nah. I apologize for everything that's about to happen, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And then next session, I have to worry about getting my ass beaten and by an old friend. By friend, I mean person who hates
he already
Minecraft.
gave you the ass whooping. I mean, if he wanted to keep whooping your ass, he probably would have already. Maybe. I guess it depends on how nice you talk to him.
I can never escape.
So for
What?
those who may not be aware, like Mikhail and Splatter have a history. They both were seeing the same woman, and she got killed in a cyber psycho incident that Splatter was a part of.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
One question on that note. Whose fault was it?
Her own fault. Like, that's actually the thing. She set up the job and didn't really look into what the hell we were doing. And I was the only survivor. Like, Splatter was a dumb kid at the time, and he got really fucking lucky and survived. But it was her fault. But love is stupid, and so are people.
Right. Okay.
So Mikhail has always blamed Splatter for the incident, even though he had nothing to do. It wasn't even his fault in general.
Well, I mean, you were also sleeping with his girl.
Actually, we never even got that far.
Okay. So it was Splatter was like interested, but it never made it to
Yeah.
that point before.
Yeah, I will repeat what she told him in game. I'm gonna save that little bit if it comes up secret
Okay,
because spoilers. But
yeah,
she said
understood.
something to him that kind of confirmed it and kind of led Bladder down the path he's on emotionally towards people. It's one of the things that made him a nap.
Yeah. Well, now it seems to be getting to the point where most of the uh most of the crew now has a personal stake in what's going on more than just business.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see
I'm
how all of that goes.
about to say I've been done had a vested interest. This bitch used me to get himself plugged into the fucking ziggurat. Nah, bruh. Nah. We all have a talk.
But I think I may have jumped the gun a little bit in one of the previous podcasts where I said that we were getting close to the end game of this campaign. I think that we're probably closer around the halfway point, maybe a little over halfway.
I get that. Okay. So it sounds like we're going in the direction you want us to be going in as far as the game's concerned.
Well, yeah, you guys have been let's say I have plot points ready to be triggered. It's just when you guys happen to trigger them. So
Right.
even though so the way things are going on, I'm still very much as a GM reacting to the way you as the players make your decisions. I'm trying to keep this as sandbox as possible, and not try to railroad too much.
Right. And that's a really good. I feel like that's a really good place to be in any campaign. Is and you guys know this. I prefer driver campaigns for this reason. When the player has control over, when the player has full control to exercise free will within the game, it makes the game better because it's not cookie cutter. It is different every time, and you as the GM can basically expand on what the player's doing to make it a personalized experience every time,
Well,
no matter
well,
what.
yeah, I had no idea that you guys, or I had no idea that they were going to go to the combat zone. But once they were there, I was like, okay, they're there. They're going on this roof. The vagrant used to live on this roof. Why don't I give him a sniper rifle?
Exactly.
That was the coolest thing, by the way. The fact, because we've all played Cyberpunk in some way or fashion,
Yeah.
and one of the best things in Cyberpunk is just finding a random weapon and having some environmental storytelling on why it's there. And we just had that. Oh, this is the vagrant. This dude who spent all his time just sharpening his sniper skills, and this is just one of his like hidey holes, like crow's nest, one of his crow's nests, and
Yeah.
finds a sniper rifle he does not use anymore, but it's there.
Right. It's, I mean, one would obviously expect that even though the vagrant has his favorite sniper rifle, it's not his only one.
Right.
But yeah, so and I rewarded Crash for actually choosing to investigate by giving him said sniper rifle. The only thing is, Crash has no points and shoulder arms, so he's not a very good shot.
Look, I'm still just
And
surprised my dragon survived that session with 1 hit point the whole damn time.
oh, and also going back, you started off by calling your dragon Georgie. By the second half of the session, you changed it to Gregory. Was there any reason for that, or just you had forgotten the name?
Nope. 100% there was a legitimate reason. They're all going to be Gregory, kind of like they're all Roach. You get it?
I guess so. So, okay, so you just decided, okay, it's not Georgie, it's Gregory. They're all going to be Gregory.
Yeah, all the programs are Gregory.
Okay. So is it kind of like talking to Jarvis? Like you're talking more to your interface than you are the program itself when you say Gregory?
Probably a mix of both. I mean, to be fair, Afterthought's been through a lot of shit. He probably does. He probably does have an actual mentality that the programs are more than just programs, but he's not exactly sure where his own fucking line with it is. Hence the reason.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure the line's getting blurrier and blurrier with every brain zap you suffer in that net architecture.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is a netrunner doing a netrunner thing, and this netrunner has been fucked up pretty bad before getting here, even.
And I've already spoken with Quasar about what's going on with Jackie since he missed the session, and we're gonna open up with where he's at with those Maelstrom guys that were chasing him. And
I feel
Sorry,
continue.
No, go for it.
I feel that's going to be slightly horrifying with how his view towards Maelstrom is.
Oh yeah, I was literally about to say, like, we all know how Jackie feels about Maelstrom at this point. And when he was very quick to drop to drop Splatter and Orca off in front of that hospital and then speed off, leading them on a merry chase. So we're going to see where that all ended up.
Oh yeah, we also have Fox. Whatever's going on with Fox.
Oh yeah.
Fox is walking into a trap. Okay.
Yeah.
Fox about to make Fox has made the customary mistake of splitting off from the party to meet with a known enemy.
Not known.
Well,
no, it's known. Come on.
Afterthought
literally painted.
Suspected maybe.
Afterthought literally painted the picture clear. Unless he obtains evidence to otherwise prove his findings erroneous. Nah. Sight trusts his own guts.
As his brain is getting zapped.
Hey, his brain's gotten him through this, and it's clearing your names.
Not mine. Again, I'm the only one clear for that crime because I wasn't part of it.
You sure you weren't part of it? I am in the ziggurat.
No, he's actually got physical witnesses to his alibi. Like he was.
Yeah.
He was in the ziggurat. He just happened to be cleaning up your mess.
Yeah.
What if he knew this was all to get a promotion, get some extra eddies?
He's freelance when it comes to trauma team.
Yeah. I work at a clinic. If anything, I've probably got paid less than normally with that job. Job being what I usually do.
And the funny thing is, you haven't been back to your clinic in a minute.
Yeah, I probably got my boss is probably pissed at me. Like, what the fuck have you been doing it? Like, it's been a week. You know, just
Hey,
coming to work missing an arm and half my face is scarred up.
Well, I mean, you do have the slash on your chest, which you and you and Dark or you and Rook are now like chest scar buddies because y'all have both been cut across the chest by uh Slither's mono box blade.
Yep.
Eh. Someone better take that from him, by the way. If he escapes again, we at least have his weapon, so we have, like, bait or something. Come get your fucking sword back. No, it's not a trap.
That's funny though, like because it's funny that you mentioned that. Nobody has mentioned taking his weapon from him. So he's gooped and chained up, and that weapon is in like the goop.
Well, that's really good observation. Too bad I gooped him again, and then handcuffed his hands and legs. There are some checks to get through just reaching the motherfucker.
Well, at this point, the first set of goop would have worn off. The second set of goop is probably getting close, but you did chain him. So even when the second set of goop wears off, he's still stuck in the chains.
So here's my biggest question, though, on that matter, right? So once the goop wears off, what's to keep him from just breaking out of the chains with his soup amped fucking Sandevistan?
Sandevistan does not make you super strong.
Yeah.
It just makes
yeah, but speed adds force equals acceleration equals chains that can go snap just from speed.
Yeah.
He can't. Well, he can't move. He's like he can't. He's not. The Sandevistan makes you faster, but we're not treating it like you're the Flash. He's not gonna like vibrate the chains until they melt off of his body or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, but he could put up a damn good
times
fight.
1,000 is still 0, my guy.
Oh yeah, no, well he's already shaking himself around trying to break those chains.
Yeah, so once the goo's off him, he's gonna be able to move even more, meaning that he'll be able to technically use the chains as a defense, not a hostage device.
Not how that
he's
works.
wrapped. Yeah, he's wrapped in like he's wrapped.
Okay.
At least from my understanding, he was like they wrapped the chain around him like he's a chain mummy right now.
Yeah.
I'm
taking no chances.
You're not taking no chance. Nope, I gotta shut up. Metagame.
Yep.
Like, I want to say it so bad. I literally can fix this problem, but I can't.
Nope. And see that's the beauty of it is like you guys get to with the party splitting more and more, it means more of you get to watch each other's decisions and are helpless to stop it.
I need to finish up with Net Watch and get back to you idiots.
Which ones? The party is still split up like several
Whichever
ways.
ones I get to first, they're the ones that are coming with me to get the rest.
You're on your own. Kay's on her own. Splatter's on his own. Fox is on his own. Jackie's on his own.
I know who to go to first.
The only two members of this party that are actually together are Rook and Crash. Everybody else is scattered throughout Night City right now.
Cool. So yeah, I go to the boss first. Duh.
Yeah, and we'll see. Like, we're gonna see how the boss handles that. How the boss handles that situation with her unwanted visitor.
Yep.
Now, like Justin's giving her some time to, rest and get rid of that headache.
And then I'll just come back tomorrow. Because that's working for a mega corporation for you.
Teach said, look, she has a dissociation disorder, okay? It happens sometimes. Well, I am sure that Shake could bring that out of anybody.
Probably.
Teach said that applies to both in and out of character.
Hey man, look, I was just trying to do what I do best, and y'all started talking shit about how I look. I don't appreciate that bullshit. Alright now?
I've got to ask, if you're right here, then who's guarding the door where I told you to be?
What you talking about, man? I'm over at the door too. What the fuck you talking about? I'm doing my damn job. Do your job. The hell you doing?
This isn't the right door. This is a closet door.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so right now, but back to the topic at hand. Yeah, right now, this party is almost as split as it could possibly be.
Yes, I agree. This, and to be clear about this, this is both a party's worst nightmare in a tabletop and a GM's wet dream, because when the party breaks the don't split the party rule this much, survivability is in the trash.
I'm not even thinking about it from a survivability thing, because I don't GM as if I'm against the players. For me,
oh no, not what I mean. Not what I mean entirely. I'm talking environmental survivability. In a tabletop game, when you split the party off so much that you literally have just players handling a situation solo, the game isn't usually designed to help to lend itself well to one player. It's very easy to become swarmed by the environment.
You guys definitely have to play smarter whenever you're doing things solo, because there's nobody to watch your back.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's not so much the GM starts targeting the players individually. It's more of the game itself isn't meant for that level of interaction, and it does become harder because of that interaction. You have to think more and plan more.
As the stream has as this game has gone on, you guys have definitely turned up your own difficulty.
Oh yeah, we're running at 4 stars right now. We are literally one step away from hitting 5 stars in the military coming after us with fucking helicopters.
The funny thing is once again, I didn't do any of that. You guys escalated things this much on your own.
I tried to de-escalate. I want to make that very fucking clear. I tried to de-escalate.
And but all that being said, the party being split this much, it lends to the storytelling as a GM, because there's so much tension and everything going on. Because like what happened, what was going on with Splatter, there is nobody else to help him if shit went sideways.
Yeah.
Fox is going into a situation that you guys seem to be convinced is 100% a trap. He's going in without backup.
Oh yeah, no, he's making the biggest mistake right now, and we all know it.
It's funny how everybody's more worried about him going to the night market and like when it comes to Jackie being chased down by like a fuck ton of Maelstrom gangers, everybody's like, yeah, that's not going to end very well for those guys.
It's because Jackie's terrifying. Most of our characters built for fighting are terrifying in how they do it.
Yeah. I think that realistically, I think the two most physically imposing members of the group are Rook and Jackie.
Yeah.
Because those are the two that will destroy you with their bare hands before they even have to fire a bullet.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%
Hold on, let me go
agreed.
double check something real quick.
But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next session with me personally, because I know we're about to be there, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit hesitant walking into a boss fight with 3 NPCs, especially when one of them I don't trust.
One of them you don't trust just because you took one look at his net avatar and said, no, a real hacker wouldn't look like that.
Yup.
It's like, forget that he's like on a net watch elite team of net runners. Just because you don't like him aesthetically, you're like, he's gonna die.
Yep. I ain't saying I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, but I ain't saying I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I had to go double check. Rook hits harder than most weapons other than a literal assault rifle, shotgun, and sniper rifle. Anything below that, Rook hits harder. Rook hits harder than a heavy pistol. Let's see, a heavy melee weapon, an SMG. He hits slightly softer than a shotgun. Rook puts his hands on you. It is by the grace of God that you're leaving with a limb.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
shit.
you
My
also-
face knows
yeah,
that, bitch.
Yeah, you broke. I think you've done more damage with your bare hands to your own party than you have the enemy.
Yes!
You've grenaded and shot the enemies, but you have reserved the up close and personal method for your own allies.
It's true.
You broke Sight's face, and then you shattered Fox's ribs.
Yeah.
Fox is walking around through the sheer grace of the painkillers that Splatter gave him.
Hold on a minute. I just realized something. Rook! Dark!
Yes.
You're the fucking problem!
How am I the problem?
You're the problem!
I'm about
I
to
think
get
he's talking
bored.
about. I think he's talking about how much you attack your own teammates.
Yeah!
Well, mine has reasons.
No,
For
it doesn't!
example-
You just hit
for-
people to make yourself the superior one, you son of a bitch!
It has nothing to do with superiority. I can promise
My
you that.
face and Splatter's ribs say otherwise.
You
Not
were
Splatter.
wrong.
That was Fox's ribs.
Or Fox's ribs.
And Splatter
Dominance
happens to be
through
wrong.
violence. Dominance through violent supremacy.
Well,
You
see,
are
well,
the fucking
no, here's the
problem.
thing with
Nothing Rook does is because of superiority.
punching Sight was a conscious decision made in anger. Punching Fox was an
Look.
instinctual decision made under duress.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. So it's just he has an issue with the hacker of the group.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
mean the ziggurat thing. You guys happen to have a disagreement that words didn't really solve.
Yeah, because he resorts to violence whenever someone challenges him.
You had to
Really
warn
doesn't.
Crash about that too.
Yeah, I did. I warned him. I told him, be careful. They're a violent bunch of fucks.
It's
It
really
wasn't-
sad because Rook is a very well-adjusted person.
No,
You
you're
know,
fucking. That's a
You're
lie.
fucking.
Yeah, I was
I'm about
gonna
to
say,
say, your
this-
fucking humanity right now says otherwise, and your actions this whole game says otherwise. You're violent as shit, you son of a bitch.
Look, everybody in this crew seems to have some kind of a fucked up traumatic history.
Yes, yes.
Like it just that's just the way it works. And I mean, I've had to I actually had to stop Tej from making a decision that would make it that much worse. Because
Oh no.
outside of the main campaign that gets streamed, there's also a side quest going on with my teenage daughter playing
Oh
a
no.
character.
oh my god.
And Tej almost that she asked me, like, what if I made her character Kay's secret daughter and I actually had to tell her you don't want to do that. You don't want to put that in
Yeah.
my hands in this game.
To be clear about this, that is exactly the mistake me and Dark made in the original campaign, and the reason our characters got put through hell on earth. Because the minute Chris realized, oh, y'all are gonna do brothers in the game, well, all right then.
Well, and the thing is, it's Night City. If y'all give me a personal connection, it's kind of like I'm obligated to exploit it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
have
yeah.
horrifying things happen to it.
That's why my only personal connection is dead, and I'm still getting him used against me.
Yeah,
I mean-
when I made Rook's whole backstory, I knew, and it was a conscious choice, that you were going to absolutely use every spec and sentence I said.
Oh yes, oh yeah, and I want to let everybody in on a little something here. I did not originally plan for Kai and Slither to be the same character.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
Now I did. Now, granted, I did not make that up on the spot. It's like it came. The idea came about organically. Maybe a couple sessions before I actually revealed it.
Makes sense.
I was just like, you know what? No, this is perfect. And the reveal wasn't going to happen that early either. It just happened to be Splatter kind of started it by burning off Kai's clothes.
Right. I love it. I love it. I really do. Like, don't misunderstand me. As a GM, I am here because I love telling a good story and love constructing one. As a player, I'm here to help tell a good story and cause as much chaos as humanly possible. I am the Chaos Goblin of the table. Everybody knows this by this point, I think.
That, at this point, I think that everybody involved in the Cyberpunk campaign is a little bit of a Chaos Goblin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no such thing as normality in this group.
No. And I feel like that's one of the things that really really brings a lot of amazing story elements to the game is all of us are just off. Our character, we play our characters, we even run our games from a very interesting point of view. If you guys, and I know Chugs, you do this a lot. If you go back and you watch our older games, and since I did the review for the first act of Everybody Loves Kragen, I got to watch, and I'm not gonna lie, it got a warm fuzzy feeling. I got to watch every member of the table as y'all all got better and better as players, as you all started showing interest in wanting to run your own games and finding your own systems, like with you running Cyberpunk Red, Gravity over here running Pathfinder, Dark stepping up and taking on the daunting task of trying to run the first 5.5 campaign on the channel. It's awesome for me because I get to watch all of y'all make these stories and make these characters, and get to figure out just how badly I can fuck with every one of you without destroying all of it.
Yeah.
Because to be clear, it's not an intentional thing. I've just been doing this too fucking long.
Well, see, and the beauty of it is next month we get our extra weekend with.
We're gonna get to that.
home.
We're gonna get to that after we're done with D&D, because we got a good bit to talk about coming up next month today. Like you just said, home is coming up quick, and then in January we're gonna be starting the Evil campaign.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
I've put a lot of thought into how we're going to do that, and we're going to do the session 0 next month. Gonna figure out which. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what day that we can all I can sit down with everybody who's interested. I know a couple of y'all have already built your characters up and shit, or made multiple characters to try to figure out what to do, and I'm excited. I really am. The PvP, though, I expect everybody to try their best to smash my face into the ground. Let's go, motherfuckers. I'll take all of you on.
I already expected RNG to bite me in the butt because it's.
Sid prepared to end all of you. Sid will reign supreme.
But yeah, so as far as Cyberpunk goes, I think that next session, other than what's going on with Afterthought and the net architecture, because big boss fight, all that. If everybody plays their cards right, we may be able to see some downtime where you guys could actually spend some of those hard-earned eddies you got.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm getting for mine, and after dark.
Well, it's all going to depend on it's all going to depend on the availability of the items, which this one you guys can be a little upset with Fox about, or at least you, Rook, because you were personally there with him. He's running off to a night market. You guys are well aware that night markets don't just sit there; they pop up. So
Yeah.
So he's he didn't even bother to tell everybody that, hey, there's a place here, where gear can be acquired. No, he's gonna run off on his own with nobody to back him up.
Yep. Let me ask you a question on that, because I don't know how you're treating this. Is the night market gonna have stuff from these edge runners?
No, we're not. We're not going to incorporate 2077 stuff into the time of the red.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because there are certain things that can only be got at night markets for net runners in the Edge Runner toolkit, and some of those things I'd actually really love to have. But
right, and it's also not every night market's the same too. Like night markets are random. You may find what you're looking for at this particular night market. You might not.
right.
But
like I said, I
and the
just wanted
thing
to ask.
is, unless you have a fixer in your party or you know a fixer, like knowing when a night market is gonna pop up is kind of a roll of the dice, basically, because like you're relying on being at the right place in the right time.
Gotcha.
So Fox is, I mean, if he doesn't die where he's going, he's in a good position to spin some eddies.
But you still didn't tell nobody else.
Yep.
Right. Now, granted, I'm not treating it as the night market is the only place you can go for things that you need, but it's definitely the only place you can go for certain items.
Right. And that's where I was coming from, is because there are certain cyberdeck upgrades that are night market only in the
Yeah.
toolkit. And the one I was telling you earlier, Hangry Dragon, that is one of
Yeah.
those that's only at the
Yeah.
night markets.
Right. And obviously, once we get to using the Edge Runners mission kit, it's going to be a whole new story. Everybody's going to have new characters because we're going to be setting it at a new point in the timeline.
I know. I'm looking forward to that.
You still gonna do your 4 arms?
No, you know what? I'm so glad you brought that up. I am. Because I did actually tell Dark about this. So I've already made my character for the next one. We got
Okay.
4 arms. We got 4 arms. We're still doing the
Oh,
Netrunner
boy.
thing. But with the this time around, it's gonna be a more specialized form of net running. This time around, with sight and afterthought, still learning the game, still learning how the characters work, still learning how they operate, still learning how to net run in general, which is, to be clear, and Chug said this from the very beginning when I first talked to him about it, it's the hardest class to run in this game. It really fucking is. It takes...
because it comes with its own rule set.
Yeah,
Its own
it takes a
minigame
lot
in
of
the
work.
game.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to get all this down and remember everything that you can do, and you have to choose the right action, or you'll end up in a situation where you're able to do something, but you have to make the choice of, are you going to take getting hit for possibly 20 points of damage, or let's use Rook's fist for an instant, and say 30. Or are you going to use a meat action to dodge the fuck out the way so you don't get your face racked in and possibly lose connection because you moved too far? There's certain things in the toolkit that make it so that I can do an emergency jack out without frying my own fucking brain and shit. There's all sorts of really cool things that were brought in to help out. Quick hacks don't work quite the way that they do in 77, but they do let me use hacks on people. And that's what we're really after there. Plus some other, a couple of other really cool things for just the net running, but I don't want to go into all of it because the stuff that I've got loaded up to do with this one, I really look forward to showing everybody. I think it's going to be fun doing this Netrunner forearms just so that he can hold somebody in place if he needs to.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to repeat part of that because Teach was talking to me about our food is ready.
I got you. No, he's basically this time around he's got forearms. He's got forearms primarily so that he can actually grab somebody if they get too close to him and get them away from him, and also to make it easier for him to maneuver through a combat situation.
I still have to read over the Edge Runner's mission kit before we get to that point anyway, because I need to see how different the Netrunner is going to be, because I know you're going to be like with quick hacks becoming a thing in the Edge Runner's mission kit. That's going to change your whole style of play of Netrunner in the first place.
Not too much, actually. The way quick hacks work is essentially I still have to hack into a person's version of a firewall to begin with, and then I can do damage with my quick hacks. But I have to actually be inside their system to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I've already been learning it, because it works like quick hacks, but it doesn't work the way we're used to in 2077, where in 2077 we can see you target, select the hack, it's applied. This time you have to actually hack your target first, breach their firewall, and then you can start loading up quick hacks loading up damage to them using overheat.
Okay.
Now,
the
side effect there is just like in the game, though, they're gonna immediately know that I'm quick hacking them.
Yeah. But so yeah, with the Edge Runners thing isn't going to take effect until after we're done with this story, which is going to be interesting to see how everything plays out with the crew, with what's going on in story.
Right. All right. Well, on that note, I guess it is time for us to move full circle back around to the man who was late for the podcast.
Hey, I told you what was happening.
Yeah, no, you good. So, as you all know, Dark and I are the two GMs for Everybody Loves Kragan. This time around, I am the backup GM player with no actual ability other than just helping Dark with very specific things from the GM side of management. But the rest of this is Raven and Ravnica Act 2, which is Dark's story to tell. And yeah, Dark kind of fucked us over.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
you know exactly
really?
what we're talking about, being how close I nearly died several times.
Right? Like, it's not so much that we got arrested, bruh. It's what you put us through.
Everyone, let's be clear. Aaron is just really mad he got arrested.
I really am. I literally followed the law, and merely because of my position upon entry, I was charged.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm
Welcome
getting
to
the
Ravnica.
NZ arrested.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I know we're gonna get out. It's more the fact that Aaron doesn't want to deal with Azorius law mages because from his point of view, they're nothing but pretentious dicks. He already established this when he literally melted his the one dude's arrest report without the dude even noticing. But anyways, Dark, go ahead, buddy.
Started with a rant. All
Yeah,
right.
sorry.
As already been stated, I am the main DM of Raven and Ravnica, and I'm having the best time ever. Ravnica is such an interesting place, and there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of gears, and I'm taking it pretty easy right now. I've already told the players I have kind of
Easy.
different pathways and everything for anything to really go. I'm super familiar with Ravnica, even if I don't remember every single person's name in every single place. I do get how it all works, and the politics is so strong on this plane. People infringing on territory here, people breaking some laws there, someone learning something they shouldn't have over there, people getting inducted into a cult over here.
I'm concerned about what may have happened to Tarek since I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, you got arrested with the rest of us, motherfucker.
So let me address that right now. Usually when a player is gone, I have the player's character still there, but off to the side. When it comes to a situation where a player has like an emergency happen, I don't touch the character. I don't touch the character, and we can figure it out when we come back. So for like your situation, I counted that as okay, that's an emergency situation. I'm not going to touch the character until we come back.
I got you.
Chances are you probably did get arrested. Now, how that happened, that's up for debate, but I'm going to give you a little spoiler. Gertie is right there.
Mother.
I love that reaction. I really fucking do.
I do not consent.
No one does.
No one consents to Gertie's goodies. They just get it.
So glad I don't have
we're not going
genitalia.
there this early in the campaign.
You can tell, Tej, from where you're standing, that I love her character. The more I thought about it, the more that's going to be happening, the more I like it. Oh.
It's kind of like this meme video I seen, like I think it was a Facebook reel. And it said like me when I first started playing D&D, and it gave like this long epic backstory to like their perfect fighter character. And it says playing D&D now. And then it's Danny DeVito. I'm the trash man. I come in and throw trash all over the place and I start eating garbage.
Yep. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, no, dude, I truly enjoyed being thrown immediately, no warning, no, hey, just thrown into a fucking Rakdos circus.
I know, right?
Especially with a Hellflaler as the fucking main attraction.
You didn't have to fucking deal with.
Was refusing to deal with. Now that we are past that, I'll be a little bit more straight. Now, Dark's kind of being as blunt as possible when he says over politics. everything can be effectively held against you in a court of law, according to Azorius, even so much as attacking back.
That's not completely true, but I'm also not telling you how it's working right now.
Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going with my knowledge from the books and the game itself, but Azorius enjoy the level of control the law gives them. This is also an opportunity where I'm gonna take a moment to do my sub DM GM duties, and let everybody know that your characters on the server need to be redone one last time, if y'all wouldn't mind. They are actually the character sheets are working properly and are working far better now. The only issue you're gonna have is it might possibly tell you that it's having to convert 2014 to 24, but that's it.
All right.
Um,
I can do that.
Yeah, I already went ahead and took care of Mystic, since that was her character sheet was the main issue last session, with it not working right at all. It is now working properly. So that's all. That's my only piece on that is make sure y'all go in and rebuild your characters if y'all need to. The sheets, the character Mancer is working properly now, even adding in masteries and everything, languages, all that.
Yeah, that's good.
So, I turn it back over to you real quick now, Dark.
Yeah. Azorius likes to get up to shenanigans. That's really all I can really say.
Right.
I love the fact that this was Rakdos, the first thing y'all encountered, because anyone who knows me knows I am a Rakdos player. I run black and red and the chaos in between. So getting all started with a Rakdos impromptu carnival, oh, that was great. Oh, that was great. Chugs, I don't know if you've seen the VOD yet. Did you watch it?
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, sure, I reread it. Gravity. You sure you're okay? You don't have a fear of chains now, do you?
Yeah, I haven't watched the VOD yet.
Watch it, and you'll understand why I'm angry about that session.
It's
I think
it's one good tug ought to do it.
To explain, Trini was face to face with that big motherfucker throughout most of the session.
Hellhole Flailer, give it the respect it's due.
It doesn't get any from me. It tried to kill me and almost succeeded 3 times.
Give it the respect it's due. It is technically of the upper echelon of Rakdos.
Anyway, yeah. What is with my characters in these campaigns?
I don't know. You need better dice.
Yeah.
I need dice at points. But it's just I'm doomed for some reason. I mean, I had good healing, but that was about it.
My thing is with Act 2, I wouldn't be feeling any sort of way just yet. Personally, to be clear, Dark throwing a Rakdos carnival, a circus, literally at the beginning, and I'm gonna call you out on it, Dark. Kind of a dick move. Rakdos is literally the murder guild. Like, that's what it do. All of us were actually in a very bad situation there, and it was reflected properly. If it were a different situation, I don't think you would have had such a big problem. I really do feel like it is purely just because it was a Rakdos circus in particular, and the threat level there is actually higher than you realize it is.
I don't really know where you're coming from that because I already know that. I told you I planned.
Dark, I think he's talking to me about that one, not you.
I wasn't talking to you, Dark. Talking to Gravity.
Okay, I was confused. Like, I don't know where you're coming from. That I already know what
that
I'm
was
doing.
No, I was telling him in
I could tell
response
that
to
one
his
was-
feeling about Trini. Like, we're still really early in the game. Again, this was only session 2, and Rakdos is full bore just murder.
Yeah, my
I'm
bad.
more
My
just
bad.
talking about campaign over Wise because none of my characters have had like any form of good luck. Look, like Splatter barely. Richard, we don't need to talk about. He's sitting in his hole.
Actually, dude, I think Dark will even agree. You've probably had some of the best luck in Act 1 with with acquiring what you did.
Yeah.
To be fair, man, you're definitely doing better there, but Splatter, I think you just need better dice. I think you need better dice. Pathfinder, you need better dice.
No, because the thing is, it's only with you guys. It's only with you guys because I'm doing a session with some other friends of mine, and my dice tried to kill them in session 1. Like I was rolling nat 20s and 19s. It's only with you guys my luck seems to go bad. Bad in Pathfinder. Other sessions I'm just cursed with wizards. Like I've officially just accepted Wizards of the Coast and Mayor just have the worst luck. And so with better off red. I think it's more because of the murder thing. The secret pile of bodies I've gotten rid of is just coming back to Splatter.
Karma, yeah.
It's the universe throwing karma at him. As much as I'm raging, it's more of just it's more of an act. I'll admit it. I had fun. It was a fun session. I did what I tried to do what I was built to do, which is heal. I wanted to play a support main. I get to suffer for playing a support main.
You're playing a support main. You're also playing a support main in Cyberpunk, bro.
Yeah. I fall into a bad habit I have where supports are usually where I become what I become.
Oh no.
Because no. I fall into it a lot. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put you on the front line now, buddy.
What?
Trini, you're gonna be up. You're gonna be up front.
No. Lily just starts pulling her away. No. She has other uses we will hopefully get to see in the future. I say hopefully because RNG.
Right. So, Dark, what do we have to look forward to next Sunday exactly? Since we're obviously waking up in a jail cell.
So I just want to be clear: are we still good for Sunday? Because I know for me that Sunday is the Sunday right after Black Friday. It's the Sunday following Thanksgiving.
I have no problems there.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, we I already made the posts in the Discord Um, as far as I'm aware, we're good for December 1st.
All right, cool.
The only thing I believe we all need to tell you is, can we go longer this time? Because we kind of wanted a little bit more.
We were at 3 hours.
No, we weren't. We were at like an hour and a half, bro.
No, we weren't.
A lot of that session was also technical difficulties,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
yeah. That's all, though. So yeah, what do we got to look forward to?
Yeah. What do y'all have to look forward to? That's a really great question. I can't wait for y'all to find out.
All right, you fuck
All
bucket.
right. All right. Seriously. Y'all are gonna find yourselves entangled with, prior consequences. And I am going to be here waiting to see how y'all, handle it.
Look, I made a character that every fucking spell I roll comes with the potential of consequences.
I can't wait to really see what you can do, Tarek.
Oh, I'm gonna sow so much chaos.
I'm looking forward to it, brother.
I am too. So having the party all in one place, the first party get together. It's a magical time.
Yes, magical.
I'm sure Gertie really wants it to be magical.
Downright miraculous.
For a moment there, I was actually waiting for Teach to say something, and then I remembered, oh wait, this is the podcast.
Yeah, Gertie ain't
Okay.
got these goodies yet.
Yep.
But she gawking at it. She do be gawking at it.
Yeah, tall, dark, and bandaged.
It's so mysterious.
Yeah.
With the one
Hey,
glowing
wild surge
purple
all
eye.
over me.
Oh God. I don't like the way
I
you
can
said
use-
that with such fervor.
No. Hey, let's use those sorcery points. I know how you
Oh
can
my God.
twist that magic around. I'll show you somewhere you can spend your spell slots.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm done.
Dark's
yeah,
on a
y'all are gonna-
timeout now.
No, don't time me out. Time me back in.
All right. Time in.
I cannot wait to see what y'all do. Because, of course, I know people don't really refer to D&D like this, but Ravnica is really... This is a choose-your-own-adventure. You're going to decide what happens.
Okay.
And in the most literal way.
I am going to commit great crime.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
But I look forward to it. I want to see what y'all say. I want to see what y'all do. Who are y'all gonna piss off, and who are y'all gonna make allies of? That's all what Ravnica's about,
Thanks for the track record
And
of this party.
and who's gonna be the first in-game victim of the Gabussy?
Yep. That is definitely the real question. Thank God I don't have to worry about that.
Oh yes, because you're a construct.
Bingo.
I'm so
Not
glad
gonna
I
be from
played
lack of trying.
it.
Who did change the batteries?
Who was it?
It wasn't me.
Let me. Surprisingly, because my luck. Anyway.
All right, and now I suppose we will move on to talk about our last two subjects for the evening. The first is December 22nd. You can join us here at 6:30 as usual on Sundays for Home, a PvP kaiju adventure. Chugs, I'll turn it over to you so you can give a bit better, broader explanation.
Okay, so Home Mech X Kaiju, basically a tabletop map making role playing RPG. So basically, what it's going to be is we're going to have 4 players, no GM. Each person is going to control a country with its own culture, its own mech, and its own pilot. You're going to be, between you and the dice is going to determine your side of the story. So everybody's going to have their own mech, but you're also going to be designing a kaiju that is going to face off against one of the other players. So everybody is going to have their mech. They're going to fight a kaiju. And depending on whether or not you destroy the kaiju or your mech is destroyed, that'll determine whether or not parts of your home get destroyed. They're and it's like a progression thing. Like if everybody like once you defeat the first kaiju, you can venture further into their realm, I guess, and discover more about them. But the challenge gets harder as the further you go.
Oh no!
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But yeah, it's meant to be up to 4 players. You can play it solo if you wanted to. I've already got the Roll20 set up for it. We just need to figure out who's all going to be playing, at least for the first go around, and then yeah.
Well, don't worry. After the podcast wraps up, I'm gonna get Sid on putting an announcement in there so that we can go ahead. It is unfortunately gonna have to be a first come, first serve, and obviously, your boy over here is called one slot.
Right.
we-
And I'm the one bringing the game to the table, so to speak.
Yes, I shall be running the nation of Sid, for I am Sid Prime, and unlike my brothers, I am perfection.
He speaks in full sentences this time.
Indeed, intelligence and wisdom are both things I have over my brothers.
But height is not one of them.
Unlike my brothers, it is not something I worry about. I am more concerned with proving who is the better combatant.
Also, your brothers have more of a family than you do. Too, so.
Are you speaking of Sid?
Yeah.
I'm going to beat him.
What? What the fuck?
we've actually talked about Sid's parents off screen at one point or another.
But yes, I will be in fact running Sid and the Nation of Sid. So I look forward to seeing what happens. I'm excited. I've been excited since Chugs brought this to the table. I am running the Royal faction.
I guess I'll see what I'll be running when we get there.
Yeah, you can either pick ahead of time, or if you would like to roll for it, there's 6 different. Everything's based on D6, so there's pretty much 6 options for everything.
You. It's exciting. If I believe we sent invites to everyone interested, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's all, yeah. I've sent invites to everybody to join the Roll20 because, like, even though we're going to be doing it for the first time on stream, next month, we it's simple enough to where anytime any amount of us are in chat and we just feel like playing, we can just jump in and play it. It doesn't require any real prep because you're making it up as you go.
Right.
Hey.
Well, I know that I, for one, am looking forward to it, and I know that you are also looking forward to it, Chug. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy this, and we'll see about getting this installed into the schedule permanently, depending on how everyone feels about it. But lastly, we have a timeline that was created due to the actions of multiple individuals inside of Everybody Loves Kragan. And because of these actions and this party's absolute love and insistence on a single NPC getting his due for what was done for him.
By unknown.exe.
Yep. Overlord Bartor became reality and is prepared to take on some real evil motherfuckers. So, next month, I would like to hold a session 0 and go ahead and get all of our players at the table together, talking with each other, and hashing out what characters they're all gonna bring. Now I do realize that December is a very messy month for most people, as holidays. So what I wanted to do was see about if on Wednesday we would have enough if people would be interested in getting together on the December 4th to have a session 0.
I wouldn't be against it.
I will have to let you know.
Same here.
Yeah, it's again more how Wednesday's going to turn out for me. I mean,
Right.
I'm open to it. It's just December's weird. Like,
Yep. Like I said, I understand holidays and everything. December tends to be one of the hardest to schedule anything sort of months. I know that I do believe that all of our GMs here are going to be taking part in our villain campaign, correct?
Yep.
again,
Yeah.
I want to. I really do. I know it's also going to go
Yeah.
horribly wrong for me with my luck.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Don't worry so much, buddy. It's all gonna be OBKB. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the story I have crafted and enjoy seeing where I believe y'all's characters, if y'all, where y'all's characters, if not for the intervention of your player selves in their lives, would have ended up going naturally.
Yeah.
I do have a very nice intro that I have shared with a couple of people. Um, that what is this? 4 pages long? Yeah. It basically gives you the full that basically gives the full breakdown on how we got here and everything. And I do look forward to seeing you guys who played these characters originally. I enjoy I'm looking forward to seeing y'all's reactions to what they have become. If that makes sense.
I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, we got Thorndal, who is now one of the Lords of Hell. I wouldn't be laughing too much at Legion.
Yeah. You don't say my business name here.
I
Uh,
mean,
but yeah, no.
I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. I'm also looking forward to closing out yet another year with everybody and really, enjoying the last session of these games for the year. And very excited and interested to see what happens come the new year. Y'all know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next time we will all we'll all see you guys here in the podcast will be December 29th, right before the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how broken I am by that.
Right.
Because oh boy, watch Paizo's gonna friggin' stealth release another book, and basically Valadar's gonna get his rework.
Yes, give me more power.
I hate you. Well,
All
they've already
right.
confirmed they're remaking. That was something else I shared. There's already word that they're remaking Secrets of Magic and Guns and Gears because of player demand.
They're reworking something for Megas.
Maybe they're reworking. They're reworking on the books because of player demand. Because a little outdated. But anyway, I will explain after.
No problem.
All right. So, this coming month, here on Gold Hall Gaming, we do have the RPG Fight Club continuing on. We are at round 13 tomorrow, with Horizon Forbidden West. Mystic will be making her return on Thursday with a Thanksgiving stream for all of y'all. Who knows what she's going to be playing? She's got a lot she can. We just went through my entire library and the channels library, and yeah, we got a lot of games. But that being said, December 1st we will be returning here for Raven and Ravnica Session 3. On December 8th, we will return with more of the Gauntlet Chronicles. On December 15th, we will return with more of Better Off Red, and we'll find out if my dragon survives another session with only 1 hit point. That's the real. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's the real impressive part from last session. 1 hit point. And then, as mentioned earlier, on December 22nd, we will be meeting here for Player versus Player in Home Mech X Kaiju. And then we'll be back here with you guys in the podcast talking about the month and I guess finding out if we all lost our minds, right?
Yep.
This is going to be a doozy of a month, huh?
Yeah, as December always is.
But I'm looking forward to it. How about you boys?
Absolutely.
That was beautiful. That was just absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go ahead, guys, and give everybody a sign off. We'll start with the one who was late.
Of course. Thank everyone. This is Darkheart, and I am so thankful to be with everyone here.
Gravity.
This is Gravity Shock, the GM of Gauntlet Chronicles and our wandering alcoholic at times, seeing how those games go. Adding that to the list of titles at this point.
Me Chucks.
What?
Me GM. Better Off Red.
What are y'all thankful for, motherfuckers?
Thankful
Here and fighting God.
thankful for like all of these great friends and great games.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity.
I said what I'm thankful for. Surviving another year and being able to spite God that I'm still here.
All right. And I'm Aaron Sigil, GM of Everybody Loves Kragan. And I'm thankful to have so many amazing people in this community to share thoughts, ideas, and games with. So, on that note, everybody, we're all going to get going. Get out of here and get back to doing what we do best. Planning for the next session. This has been Gold Hog Gaming. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all on the next one. Say bye, guys. Toodles!